kids were born, we decided that we're going to have significant birthday parties on their fifth and their 10th birthdays. And so, fifth birthdays come around, and Greg had a great party at Jump It, and Dorothy from Wizard of Oz showed up, and Joe had a great party at Columbian Park Zoo. That was a lot of fun. And then, so that went off without a hitch. 10th birthdays come around. A couple years ago, Greg had his 10th birthday party, and he chose a Harry Potter theme. And Helen, my wife, went all out to create a really great Harry Potter adventure. Goes down, according to the people who were there, going down as one of the greatest birthday parties of all time. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but it's pretty close. It was actually really good and way above and beyond what you would normally expect. So Joe turns 10, and he's going to have his 10th birthday party. He would like to do Harry Potter birthday as well. And the main thing he wanted to do was to have a Quidditch option for it. Of course, this happened in fall of 2020. So we weren't able to have a big birthday party in the fall of 2020. Come around spring of 2021, still not a good time to do it. Fall of 2021, now Joe and other kids in his class all have COVID at the time, so we're not doing it then either. So finally, June of 2022, we were able to have Joe's 10th birthday party with a Harry Potter theme. This time, I think I wanted to give credit where credit is due to my wife, Helen, for arranging an absolutely amazing adventure for the kids at the party. So yesterday we had the birthday party. This video is going to show you some footage of how things were set up, and then we'll see some video of everybody in action having a good time, I hope. And you can see everything that went on in this Harry Potter themed birthday party, including significant amount of Quidditch. So in order to come to the party, you have to be invited, and this is what we sent out for invitations. Actually, you get your letter in saying you've been accepted to Hogwarts, and so that's what it says. It says, "We are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry at our house in West Lafayette. Term begins on June 24th. While at school, we will be celebrating the end of the school year. The house elves have prepared a special meal for the event, so we had pizza that night. We will end the evening playing in the finals for the Quidditch Cup, Ravenclaw versus Slytherin. Dress appropriately. It was warm, that's for sure. We await your owl by no later than June 22nd. In the event you do not own an owl, you use Muggle phone or text and sign Minerva McGonagall." And so all of our guests got this invitation to the party. All right, Joe, so when you first get to the house, the first thing you'll see is the hoops for the Quidditch pitch, right? Currently the Quidditch pitch is still being watered, but that's going to end soon, I think. So there's a quaffle there. Do we have bludgers and stuff?
Yeah, they're downstairs.
Okay, they're all downstairs. And so there's the Quidditch pitch. All right, we're cutting in here because now we have the Quidditch pitch all prepared. So you can see the 3 hoops on this end that you had before. And there's 3 hoops down at the other end. We'll get there in a little bit. Around in front of the hoops you can see is the keeper area, right?
Yeah.
And this is the blue side, and so this is the Ravenclaw end. Well, at least for a part of it, just like we can switch at halftime and things like that. One thing you have to worry about on the on this Quidditch pitch is that there is a Whomping Willow that can get in the way, so if you have to avoid him. Had a little trouble with the lines, but you can see that the boundary for the Quidditch pitch goes out there. And now let's head down to the other end. And not quite as easy to see the keeper area here because that's in green, because this is the Slytherin end. Oh, by the way, today's Quidditch match is going to be Slytherin versus Ravenclaw. Go Ravenclaw, right? And and indeed this is a Slytherin end because there's an S, and there's our Quidditch hoops, right?
Yep.
So now we can see that. Come over here, and you can see the boundary to the pitch is all the way out here. So there we go. So now you can see the Quidditch pitch from the other end. And so then we're going to come up to the house. Oh, there's a sign on the door. What does the sign say?
Wizards welcome, muggles tolerated.
Tolerated. There you go. Okay. So let's go in. Now when we come in the house, first thing we can do is hang up our coat. Oh, wait. We can't hang up our coat. We can get free as invisibility cloaks, so right, Joe? Right? We should say, if you need to, go to the bathroom. You can see the bathroom is down this way. And the door to the bathroom. Beware of basilisk, right? And when you get in the bathroom, right? Have you been in here, Joe? And there's a sign.
Are you worried about you know who when you should be worried about you know who? I remember that one.
Yep. So there's that. That's all we're doing in the bathroom this year, though. So, and so when guests arrive, the first thing they're going to do is go over to Gringotts and get some money. We don't have any goblins, though, do we? Yeah. So three of each coin for each of the guests. There's some
little criminal there.
There's something going on there. There's coins all over the floor. That's because a little niffler found our money in the Gringotts and stole it, right?
Yeah.
So we come out here. Don't go this way because that's blocked off. Yeah. Then we're going to come over here. I'm going to turn on the light. Then we've got Flourish and Blots. Oh, the computer's in the way, but that's okay. At Flourish and Blots, then you pick up a spell book and a quill. So quills are pens put on the feather. Yep. There's our standard book of special grade 1 by Miranda Goshawk, right? Yep. Hey, there's Hedwig back in the corner there. All right. And there's an owl in case you need to order your books, right? Yeah. You get done with books, and then we're going to come over and get Ollivander's. Greatest wand shop of all time, and here's your selection of wands, like that.
Except for this one, you can't have this one. That's mine.
Can't have that one.
Nope.
All right. And so then you pick up your wand and you got to test it and see if it works. And so what do you do, Joe? Well, you can't just flick it. You got to say Lumos, don't you, or something?
Lumos.
And it turns. Did it turn on?
Your application for your wand.
So first you have to fill out an application for your wand.
All of that.
And then you do that. And so go ahead and flick it again, Joe. Oh, it worked. And so that's your wand.
Wand.
Now, if you do the wand and it flick the wand and it doesn't work, then you don't get one. Yep, nope. The wand chooses the wizard, right?
Yes.
And so once each wand is labeled. So this one is an elder wand. Oh, right there's an elder wand with mermaid hair core. 15.5 inches, and so there's a whole selection of wands on this table. Each of those individually crafted.
Yes.
Correct, by Ollivander. Right. That's just how much effort she has done. Okay, so once you get that, then we can actually head down and try to find our way to Hogwarts. Don't go in the restricted section, okay? And then you come up and there's a brick wall in front of you, and you can see platform 9 is to the left and platform 10 is to the right. And what you have to do is walk through the wall between platforms 9 and 10.
Yep.
And you are on platform 9 3/4. There you go. There is platform 9 3/4, and you got yourself to Hogwarts. Now you have to be careful once you turn Fluffy on there, Joe. Yep. And then Fluffy's sleeping, and now he's already asleep, Joe, so you don't have to put him to sleep. All right? And then open the door. And then we make our adventure. Go ahead. Into Hogwarts.
Got some Legos.
So on the shelf here, you're going to see some Legos, Hogwarts Legos, Harry Potter Legos.
Boogeyman's Cage, a little bit of Hogwarts, the Room of Requirement, Monster Book of Monsters, the Rising of Voldemort, Dursley's house.
And the car.
And plus the Devil's Snare.
On the way down, be careful for the Devil's Snare, so be careful of that. And, watch your step, the chairs will change.
And
when we get into Hogwarts,
no Horcruxes.
But no Horcruxes are allowed beyond this point. First up along the way, we have the opportunity for a Photoshop. So Joe, give me an example of what you're going to do for a photo opportunity here.
Let's see.
So this is our photo booth, I guess we would call that. Look at me, Joe. Don't look at there. You're going to do it in front of the wall. That's actually a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Joe in a very good Gryffindor. Oh, Gryffindor. Oh, goodness. Who's up on top? Oh, my goodness. Look, it's all the houses are represented up there.
We got a Graven, we got a
Badger,
a snake, and a lion.
And a lion for Gryffindor. So all the houses are represented up above. All right. So when you come in, you're going to have house tables. You got Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin in the Great Hall. Notice that the signs are up above each table as well. Oh my goodness, look. And we've got floating candles, because that's what you have to have in the Great Hall. And oh my goodness, Hedwig's over there. So there she is. So Hedwig's found a perch in the Great Hall. All right.
Okay, I will get two books. This is my second year technically. I've read both. Which would be my year too. I read the.
And so candles lit up this way. Other things we can do. So now we've got some refreshment statements.
Water.
We have
Veritaserum.
Veritaserum, Gilly water. Is that
the elixir of life?
The elixir of life. Okay. All right.
And we also have
for other drinks, we have
fire whiskey.
So let me don't run away so I can do that. So there's some fire whiskey we've got.
Which is like red Fanta or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's some pumpkin juice.
Which is orange crusher.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Head on this way. We haven't set these out yet, but they're going to be coming out in a little bit. We've got house snacks. Is that what we call them, Joe?
Yep.
Yep.
We got Ravenclaws.
So, Ravenclaws, and so those are going to be bugles that you can put on your fingers.
Yep. Gryffindors.
Gryffindors.
Which are peach rings.
Peach rings, that's right.
Slytherins, which are gummy snakes.
Gummy snakes, that's awesome that we
And
found.
Hufflepuffs, which are cheese balls.
And cheese balls, that's right.
Yes,
so
and some gift bags with broomsticks.
Gift bags for our guests in the shape of broomsticks. All right, so what's all in this gift bag, Joe? This broomstick gift bag that we're giving out.
It's a broomstick stick in it.
Okay. Good enough. All right, so what's inside? That's going to be the important question. There should be bows that just should untie, Mom says.
Yep.
There we go. All right, so there it is.
You open this up.
Once you get inside the thing, I guess.
There is a pen that looks like a broom.
Okay, let me see. A broomstick pen. All right. I don't do that. You gotta pick that all up.
Yeah, no.
A couple licorice wands.
Yep.
Okay.
Jelly slugs. These are actually really nasty.
Let me see. Harry Potter jelly slugs. They're slugs. They're nasty, huh?
Yep, they're really bad.
Bad in what way?
There's literally a pear flavored one.
Oh, okay.
That does not taste well.
I don't know. Why don't you set this down so we can actually see it?
Yep.
So,
Chocolate
okay,
frog.
so chocolate frog in a box, and so there's.
This one, there's a chocolate frog and a card. It comes with it. This is Godric Gryffindor.
Godric Gryffindor card.
Yep.
With an actual. You want to unwrap the frog?
Yeah.
So each chocolate frog comes with a collector's card, right?
Yep. The frog.
Okay, why don't you set it down and then I can zoom in on it. There it is. And so there you can see an actual chocolate frog.
Got
a snitch.
a snitch, a Lindor chocolate.
A Lindor chocolate snitch, okay. Ooh, a lot of chocolate there.
And then one, and add on to the chocolate, and in case of a Dementor attack.
Oh, a chocolate bar in case of a Dementor attack. Is that everything that's in there?
Yep, that is.
All right, so that is what all the guests got in their broomstick package.
Yep.
Cool. Then we come over, and if you got to watch up here. There is a Professor Snape's potion cabinet that's no access, and so don't go in there.
Yep. Top secret.
And make sure to clean up after yourself, because house elves don't live here.
All right. You head over here.
Now we're gonna head over to Honeydukes, and you can see what we have here.
We have acid pops, which is lollipops and pop rocks.
Yep.
We have golden snitches.
Chocolate with wings, right?
Chocolate with wings.
Cockroach clusters, actually.
Which are licorice snaps, which are twinkle bites.
the Twizzler Bite licorice snaps, and so lots of licorice there. Ooh, skiving snack box stuff.
Fainting Fancies, Puking Pastels, and Nosebleed Nougats.
And nosebleed nougats
Plus,
with
Pygmy Puff.
Pygmy Puff.
We
Pretzel
got
wands.
Pretzel wands, white chocolate this time.
White chocolate on the pretzel wands. Licorice wands are pretty easy.
Yep, and Birdie Bots every flavor bean.
Birdie Bots every flavor beans, and so that's a mixture of regular jelly beans and a 40-pack of some Jelly Bellies or something like that.
And butterbeer.
And then you can't have a good Harry Potter party without a little bit of butterbeer, so we've got a couple gallons of that around. House points. So we've got the house points going there. Looks like Ravenclaw and Slytherin are pretty much tied in here.
And we also have herbology.
Okay, so now we've got various stations along the way. So we're going to start with herbology. What's the plan at herbology today, Joe?
Dirt and worms, except with mandrakes.
So dirt and worms, except with mandrakes, and so we're going to use some flower pots.
Put the dirt.
I know there's some mud that goes in the bottom, some pudding that's not here, right? And then
we also have dragon dung.
Yeah, we have dirt and dragon dung. So this is chopped up Oreos. That's chopped up cake, right?
And we also have.
And so. Caramels. Caramels are what we use for mandrakes, and you put a little smiley face on them, and you can poke a little smiley face, and they look just like mandrakes. And so you're going to pot our mandrakes, and then eat them up.
Monobrow, same thing. Mono. Wait, so you put. It's not dirt.
Model Quidditch pitch.
A little mini Quidditch pitch.
Yep. Over here is Dumbledore's office.
And a pensive punch.
And so this is where we have our pensive punch, and it's not made yet, but what it is, it's going to be blue fruit punch with Sprite, and then
dry ice.
That's quite it. And then you have a little bit of sparkly stuff, so you put some sprinkles on top to give it a little give it a little glitter. And then what's the secret to it all?
Dry ice.
So put some little dry ice in there, and it makes it smoky.
And some extra stuff. We have the Triwizard Cup.
We have the Triwizard Cup, and of course Dumbledore's office has to have the sorting hat. We're not going to do any sorting today.
And Fox.
And then of course Fox is there as well. So this is Dumbledore's office. Another activity. Let's go over to Care Magical Creatures first here. Okay, so Care Magical Creatures activity. This is going to be making bow truckles. Is that right?
These are some examples of what we made.
Okay,
this is my bow truckle.
Yep. So bow truckles are wires with plants and ooh, that's a nice bow truckle that Mom made. And did she put eyes on hers? I don't know if she did.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
It's drawn on, and then we have Griggs.
And then we have another one there.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's where we store balls. There's really no right way to do it.
And things like that. Now, if you get done with all this stuff or something in the meantime, there are a couple of activities that you could do. We could go to divination.
Divination, which is fortune tellers, like
so
Harry Potter.
So we're going to be making. Why don't you pick that up and show us what that looks like there? So this is the fortune teller, and so how does it work, Joe?
So say you chose like Gryffindor, you spell out Gryffindor Gryffindor Indor.
And then so then it's 4 things inside.
And then you say you choose like Hagrid. You spell out Hagrid Hagrid. Okay. And then you choose like Dobby.
And then you choose the next one.
And then
it tells you
will pass your OWLs with all O's except in potions.
All right. And so we're gonna make some of those. So we have sheets to do that, and so we have to know how to do that. Then the other one, another game over here that we're going to do is Rumpet Horns.
Yep, I tried that.
And that's actually Care Magical Creatures, and so we've got some fantastic Beefs references here. And so Joe's going to show you how you can build a Rumpet Horn using pieces of noodle. Oh, you got to lean your head back farther, Joe. You got to lean your head back farther, Joe. There you go. Is it going to stay? No, you've got 4 of them. Okay, the whole goal is to get at least 6.
Yeah.
Right? So there's that. Actually, one of our favorite activities that we do in this is that we have the dueling club, and so we have an open space in here that's allowed for the dueling club. The dueling club is there's different moves that you can do. There are 3 different moves that you can do when you're dueling. You can do You can do
aggressive and sneaky.
You can do a defensive move. You can do an aggressive. I'm going to go back a little bit.
So
A defensive move.
Defensive beats aggressive. Aggressive
move, and then a sneaky move, and then aggressive beats or sneaky beats defensive, but defensive beats aggressive.
And
so
aggressive beats sneaky.
yeah, it's essentially rock, paper, scissors, except in dueling. Yeah, and so well, no, maybe you can have skill at it. So in that case, and Greg's gonna be in charge of the dueling club. He likes to do that one, but what we do is have that come down, and then we get to the final four with Greg and Joe are going to be automatically in the final four, and then we go from there, right?
Yep.
Is there anything else that we have going on down here? On the house tables, when guests arrive, they've got activities they can do. They can do trivia quizzes, they can do wine motions, they can do search and finds, they can do crossword puzzles and things like that. And so this is an option.
What about cauldron cake?
What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness! What?
Pixie.
And there's a pixie on the ceiling. Okay.
Called
Oh, cauldron cakes. So one other thing we have is cauldron cakes. So cupcakes, and they're not down here.
They're not down here. They're upstairs.
Yeah, but they will come down here. At some point, there also will be a birthday cake that comes. Where's the birthday cake go, Joe?
Right.
Okay, so the birthday cake's going to be in the middle. The birthday cake is supposed to be in the form of a snitch this year. Is that what I heard? Well, the final spread is here. Now you can see before, as we didn't have before, cauldron cakes, and actually a birthday cake. So it's based on a Quidditch theme, Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Still, we have our butterbeer, and the other thing, we could have our cockroach clusters are displayed. Licorice snaps are out. Actually, the other thing we want to make sure we see is our pensive punch, which we have over here. With that, I think we have everything over in Dumbledore's office, right? Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Another thing we can have here is, actually, after you got through, so we missed it at the beginning. Actually, it's because it's been so long. After you get through the Devil's Snare, then you have to find the right key into the building or into the door. And so
it's very difficult to find.
So the keys are like here and things, and there's keys flying all around in this area, and you got to find the broken key, the right key, right? It's the broken one. He's got a broken wing. We keep looking, and so he's hidden kind of. It took me forever to find this one actually because oops. I didn't even think to look this far, and so the key is way over here in divination area, right? So okay. Yeah, so this is a scene for our Harry Potter party coming up. Later today, we've got pizza on the way, and pizza will be showing up here just in time. And then, oh, by the way, last thing to do, once we get everything done, all those little activities, then the last thing we're going to do is put on, Greg, you want to put on one of the shirts?
I'll put on mine.
Okay. So they're going to put on some jerseys. They got their Quidditch robes on. Okay. And then Greg has the yellow one because it's got Velcro on the back. Where is the snitch? Do we have one yet? I don't know. We'd have to ask Mom where the snitch is, but he's got a place to put the snitch. I don't know how this is going to work yet, but these guys apparently have a plan for doing it. They've got a quaffle, they've got some beaters, and some bludgers, and so that's what we're going to do. So after pizza and activities that we've been doing, we are going to descend to a major round of Quidditch. Okay, so anything else? Let's just get an overview shot of the basement so you can see everything that's going on here. Yep, nope, we got candles all over. You can see the candles on the wall. Joe, go point, or Greg, go point to one. There you go. So you can see it right there. You got the candles on the wall, candles floating in this by the ceiling. The only thing we are lacking here is we don't have the ceiling to match the sky, do we? All right. But we're just about ready. I know we're putting the final touches on everything. A couple little things have to be set out yet, but I think on the whole, we're ready for, you guys stand together right there, and we're ready for Harry Potter party. Give me a good hi-ho or something like that. Hey-ho, all right.
So now the party's come and gone, and you can see that there was an awful lot of work put into that to get all the preparations and get everything done. Hopefully a good time was had by all. I can't guarantee it, but I hope everybody had a good time while we were there. Just so much effort that Helen put into this, and I think it's worth recognition that she did great things in this. My contribution was few and far between, as the case may be. As you can see in here, almost everything in here was something that we had put together ourselves. You know, the Quidditch hoops, they were things that made of PVC and hula hoops. All the snacks and all the sweets that had honeydukes, all those things were things that we had prepared for this. And so if you saw anything in there that you really liked and would like to use in your own days and party or whatever, be sure to drop a comment down below, and we can respond and give you more details on what we all did. Or just drop a comment and let us know what you think, and if you were at the party and if you had a good time, or anything that you would like to see different. But I hope you found this video interesting and can use this for ideas for your own Harry Potter themed party with Quidditch.